Hello students, I hope you have already seen the previous sessions in interfacing. Today we are going to see about ADC and DAC interfacing with your 8051 microcontroller. ADC is nothing but analog to digital converter, and DAC is nothing but digital to analog converter. We'll see how these two converters or devices can be interfaced with your microcontroller. So first we'll start with analog to digital converter. What is the necessity of A to analog to digital converters? Nothing but sometimes all the input cannot be in digital form, right? So a microcontroller can read only digital form. So in that case, the analog inputs have to be converted into digital form so that the microcontroller can read and perform some operation or process some operations in it. So here we are going to see about a converter 0808 IC. So this IC we are going to consider today to connect to your microcontroller. This is the pin diagram of ADC 0808, and in this you can see that this is the diagram with the pin number exactly, and here it has been consolidated. You can see that the pins from IN0 to IN7, it is used to get analog input. That is, as mentioned earlier, 8 different analog channels are available. So in this 8 different channels, any one analog input can be got. Any one channel can be selected to get input. So we have 8 different channels to get 8 different inputs, and you can see that A, B, C, they are used to select the channel among these 8. You're using the ABC pin, we can select any one channel for getting the input, and ALE is used for that purpose too. And we have a address latch enabled. We have seen already ALE in many pin diagrams. That is either it is used to select address port or data port based on high or low, but here it is different. It is used to set the address that is being selected here to the microcontroller. Then we have start, which is nothing but start of conversion can be indicated using the start, and these are connected to the clock, ground, and voltages are being got here. Then here OE is output enabled, that is after end of conversion this will be enabled to indicate the indication is done through EOC, and output enable we'll see later. And here digital output is nothing but after conversion it will the actual digital output will be sent to this D0 to D7 pins. So as I mentioned earlier, you can see that A, B, C, these pins are used as address select pins. That is, you can select any one of the channel using these 3 pins. If it contains the value 010, then IN2 will be selected. Then this particular pin will be IN2 will be selected, and the analog input which is got through this channel will be converted into digital output. So to select, we can use these address lines. In excess, address latch enable. Uh, Initially it will be low. Then after selecting the address, you have to send that into to the microcontroller. For that, address latch enable should be high. Then start conversion, this initially should be high, and it should be set to low for starting the conversion process. Then as soon as the conversion is over, end of conversion pin will be set to high. So this is to indicate that the conversion is over and the data can be read from this converter. So here we have output enable pin. What it is is nothing but when it is set to high, this pin will bring the data on the output lines. So from the data output line, the data will be sent to the data output line so that the microcontroller can read it. As we know already, D0 to D7 are nothing but data output lines. Now we'll see how this microcontroller 8051 is interfaced or connected with the 0808 A to D converter. You can see here. In addition, we have seen how it is connected to clock also. Now particularly we'll see how 0808 is connected to 8051 microcontroller. You can see that the data from D0 to D7 will be sent to the microcontroller through the port pins 0 to 7, that is port 1 pin. And remember, you can use any port of your microcontroller. Maybe you can use port 2 for data, for getting the data, and port 3 can be for controlling the operations in ADC, or you can set port 2 for controlling and port 2 for data and port 3 for controlling. So it depends, you can use any one port. Here they have used port 1 for getting the data and port 2 for controlling. So do not confuse when you refer many books. In each book they have in several books they have given several different connections. So it depends. As I've said earlier, in 8051 microcontroller we have 4 ports, right? You can use any port for convenience. I hope you remember each port have a specific feature. Based on the feature, again you have to use, not generally, right? I Generally. So here we will continue. Here port 1 is selected for getting the data, and for controlling your ADC, port 2 is selected. Like port 2's pins 0 to 2, it is used to send address. I mean, which input has to be selected can be sent through the pins through the port pins P2.0 to P2.2. So these 3 pins will send what input channel has to be selected. Then address latch enable should be made high, so that that address will be selected from the input channel. That input channel will be selected based on the address. Then initially, as I said, it should be high and then should be made low to start the conversion. And this is connected. This is performed through port 2 6th pin, and we have, after the conversion is over, right? An interrupt will be, it will send an interrupt, end of it will make this EOC, end of conversion, is made high, which interrupts the microcontroller, says that conversion is over. So after this is done, what microcontroller does is nothing but it will make this OE, output enable pin, high to write the data into this data output pins. So data will be in this data output pins. Then the microcontroller will read from this data D0 to D7 the actual data which is being converted. So this is how analog to digital conversion happens. It is quite simple, and you can refer book for a simple you can refer book for a simple program where the same process is being, as I said, the same process will be continued. That is, initially ABC value will be set, then ALE will be made high and low, then what is this? Then start conversion will be made high and low, then high to low, right? For starting the conversion, as soon as the conversion is over, what happens is nothing but your interrupt will be made high, which indicates that the conversion is over. Then you have to make your OE output enable high to make the output to be available in the database. So this can be done using a program. I want you to refer that in your book. So this, I'm just winding up A to D conversion here, and then we move on to D to A conversion, that is from digital to analog conversion. Again, the question arises here, why digital to analog conversion is required? As we have seen, microcontroller will give you the answer only in digital form, right? So everything does not accept the data in digital form. So if necessary, it has to be converted into analog form. Like if you are going to connect the microcontroller into a temperature sensor like that, then digital output has to be converted into analog input, right? For that purpose, we'll see how this is being done. And here we are going to use again 0808D DAC, that is the digital to analog converter. And while this converter, nothing but it converts your digital data into analog current. So after this is being converted to current, it has to be converted into an equivalent voltage. For that, we require a resistor here. I'll see how the connections are being made. Before that, yeah, as I said here, a resistor is required. First, we will see that digital inputs are converted into the current which is available in this IOUT pin. By connecting a resistor to this pin, we can convert the resultant current into the corresponding voltage, right? And the total current, it will be in binary numbers, and we'll see an example of how this is being converted. For example, if the total current is available in this D0 to D7 data, right? After conversion, we can find the value V voltage here using this formula. And V reference will have a standard value like 10 volts, and based on the data available, right? Based on this data, we have to calculate the voltage. Like when the data is 00, the voltage calculated will be 0, and when the data is 80, here alone we'll have 1, which is nothing but 10 by 2 is 5 volts. I'll show you the connection here. Here you can see that we are simply connecting the port 1. We're using the port 1 to send the data here, actual data in digital form, right? This data will be converted into analog form using a resistor. Then a resistor will be connected here, right? So after here you can see that digital data will be available here, and your DAC will convert that into your analog data, and it will be sent through this IOUT, right? After that, a resistor will be connected, right, which will be used to find the voltage value. It will be converted into an analog form. Yes, so this is I have explained in a very simple way how the conversion is done, and how the controller is connected with your DAC and ADC. I want you to refer the book once, and see if you can understand how the connections are made. Don't complicate too much. Right? Thank you.